So I'm going to try to explain my very best reality, this reality in general, to the best of my ability. Now, I'm just going to explain it the way I see it. I'm not really going to try too hard to break it down. I will give examples. I will try my best, but this is something I used to do. I used to torture myself and cause a great deal of suffering to try to explain this better and better and better, and to get it to where anyone, no matter which level they were on, could understand it. That brought me a lot of suffering. So I'm going to explain it the way I see it. If you would like me to clarify anything, just reach out to me. I talked to quite a few of you via text message, phone calls, Facebook Messenger, etc. So the dream of life, the dream of this reality is what this is. So before you got here, and see, there is no you got here. There's you are here, you are here, you are always here, you will always be here. This slideshow can change, but you are here. So you start dreaming up life. You start dreaming up this reality. And while you're dreaming this up, you're dreaming up your life, you're dreaming up everyone around you's life, you're dreaming up the world, the universe, the existence itself, a separation. You're dreaming it all up. So while you're dreaming up your life, you set and play a movie going on in the background. Go back, just go through your mind's eye, and you will notice the way this movie has evolved, improved, and peaks and valleys. Technology advanced, dictators, tyrants, the government pushing people down, pushing them to a point to where they're forcing them to get something in their body and wear masks to go to work for shitty money, right? What do you think's going to happen when you push something long enough? That's the premise of this movie. So while the movie's going on, while you're dreaming up your life, you start playing games within the dream. So for an example, at the age of 5 or 6, maybe before, because we are in a insane world, you get sent to school. You get sent to school because parents have to work, and because we need you to get ingrained into society. We need you to get with the program and understand this, right? So then you get talked about God. The God trap gets through on you. And while this is going on, you progressively go through this, right? So you go to school, you're stuck in this little rat race already, and then you have the trap of God surrounding that. So you have the God trap while you're going through. So you go to school. They tell you when to go, when you can use the restroom. They tell you bullshit history to get you ingrained and brainwashed, even though this is what you wanted. This is truthfully what it was. So you get brainwashed. Then you go up to middle school, high school. Then the fitting in game starts coming around. You want to fit in. You want to be cool. You want to be with the cool kids. You want to. You throw everything that's true about yourself and authentic out the window to fit into a shit show. Realize this. You start playing a character. You start becoming something you're not. A couple little things can happen to you and it'll completely change your perspective on this place. You start lying to yourself. So through this, now you're starting to get told that, well, you have to go to college to make something of yourself here, and you have to work really, really, really hard, because money's the most important thing, really. I mean, you have to work to contribute to society, and if you don't, you're lazy. If you don't agree with what I'm telling you and go along with what I'm telling you, you're lazy. You're just a shitty person. You don't believe in God? Well, you're going to hell. Do you see how insane this is? And then you bite the bullet and you say, well, fuck, I have to go work because I have to have money to get by, and people will think I'm losers if I don't go to college and work to get by. So I have to dedicate a lot of my life, a third of my life, to getting money by being miserable. And I am fucking miserable doing what I'm doing, working, because 99% of people already realize this. So I'm fucking miserable working. And I'm dedicating more than a third of my life to this. And it really consumes more than a third because I'm thinking about it. I have to prepare to go to work. I have to deal with, decompress with work when I get home from work. Then I have to go to sleep so I can go back to work. So this is really not leaving me any time. But you have to do it because hard work pays off. This is the way it's done here. You have to do it. Do you see how fucking crazy this is, really? And then they try to brainwash you into some political party and some religion, and they get you so wrapped up. And there's no they, it's you. You wanted this, but look how easy this was done. And look at how fucking insane it really is. It's so wonderful. It's so beautiful. I mean, it really is so wonderful and beautiful, but it's a shit show. I mean, I need you to understand that. This was a shit show. This was literally hell. Like, there was no freedom here. No freedom. You had people telling you what you can put in your body, what you can't put in your body. They'll send you to jail for enjoying plants, but they'll push prescription medications and alcohol and cigarettes on you. What the hell? So these are the games that's going on within this dream and while the movie's playing. So I want you to realize that you were brainwashed, like quite literally, and not in a bad way. Like, I keep saying this like it's horrible and it's awful, but it's really not, because this is what you wanted. So then you can start seeing through this, but realize how deep these traps go. Like, and people will even brag about working 50, 60, 70 hours a week, not seeing their families, just because they got a little bit of money in their account. Like, I don't know about you, but money needs to be distributed way more fairly and equally, or we should just get rid of money. There's no two ways about it. And I'm not one of these people that's against money, because I like money. I mean, I enjoy money, but I don't like it the way it's set up, man. There's too many damn homeless people out here, and it breaks my heart. There's too many people out here suffering because a bunch of greedy assholes, and it breaks my heart. So then people are so mesmerized, there's no people. So you were so mesmerized by other people and by getting caught up in this illusion that you went along with it, right? You defended it even. Called it heaven at one point. That's Stockholm Syndrome. That's what the hell that is. So while all this is going on, you will start having inner things going on. Like, you'll have sadness, depression, anxiety. There'll be a couple stories within your life, like marriage, kids, or girlfriends, boyfriends, heartbreak, sadness, joy, happiness. You get a wide array of all these emotions and feelings, because that's part of the experience. And then finally, you can reach a point. You can reach a point to where you wake the fuck up and realize this is a story you're telling yourself. This means nothing. This has nothing to do with anything, realistically speaking. This is a fabricated illusion. Every bit of it. I need you to fully comprehend and understand that. Every person, everything, every story, every detail of it, for the most part. Now, there's some real shit here, by the way. But for the most part, is a lie, is a story, and is a fantasy of your own creation. And I want you to notice some coincidental things that may be transpired and is transpiring. So, when you started waking up and you started changing yourself on the inside, what happened to the outside? What started happening to the outside? Do you want to call that a coincidence? Do you? If you change yourself on the inside, deal with the inner turmoil, trauma, and bullshit, something pretty spectacular occurs with the outside world. It conforms. So, I've been trying to tell you this for as long as I've been trying to communicate with you and tell you things. I've been trying to tell you magic is very, very, very real. And you just confused what magic really was. So there is a point where you can wake up and snap out of this. Now, once you start waking up and realizing this is a story that you're telling yourself, quite literally nothing more than a story and an illusion in a dream while a movie's going on, if you fully understand that, can get that and realize I'm you talking to you. Like, literally, there's only one thing in existence, or two, but it's the same thing. The Trinity. Let's call it the Trinity. You have God, love, and you. And God is love, and you are God. So you need to fully understand that. The rest of this is a bullshit shit show that you're creating with the human mind. So I'm inviting you again to lose this human mind to free your heart. But when you start breaking out of this, it's even more insanity. It's insanity times 100 million, really. Because you think you're going crazy. Everything that you believe to be true, you realize is not true. It's not real. Like, where am I at? What am I doing? And it sends you into the worst depression of your entire life. It is called a dark night of the soul. And it will take you to places you never thought you could go. It'll push beyond boundaries you never thought you could. It returns you to you. That's what it is. And I've set up a nice little process that can ensure this to happen. So this doesn't go deep into it, because this is very, 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 very deep. So now you might be questioning, well, so if this is a dream while a movie's playing, while I'm playing games, and it's not real, well, what is real? That's a good question. That's a really good question. One that you will find out a lot sooner than you realize. A lot sooner than you realize. There's not too much real about this place, but what's beyond this illusion, what's beyond the veil here of illusion, is the real world. You can call that heaven. And we're bringing heaven here, because why the hell would we hope it's an after party? So what I am telling you in short, before we go deeper into this in another video, this will be part 1, is you are God. Whatever you think God is, you are that thing. Even though we made this up, realize this. God is a word. We made this whole thing up. God's a word within the content that's pointing to something deeper. So run with that. We created this. This is literally your own creation. This is what you wanted. It was hell. There's no two ways about it. This was hell. It's brilliantly done. It's wonderfully done. It's damn near perfect. It is damn near perfect, but it's not perfect. And once you can realize this, accept and admit these things, and deal with a lot of things that I will get into in this next video, you can reach a point where you should be at right now, if you actually believe and trust what I'm telling you, and you follow your heart to this point, because this is the point you will reach. This is just a dream while a movie is going on in an illusory place you set up to have an experience. There's nothing to worry about. There is just mind games going on. There's an experience happening, and this is just what we do. Now, I don't want you to think, well, this is just what we do, so we're going to do this again. We can do whatever we want to do. I mean, ultimately, we can do what we want to do. There's no one above us. There is no authority figure above us. There's no higher God above us. And so we can do what you want to do, because I am you. And this was pretty deep. Like, we went pretty deep this time. so we don't have to do this again if you don't want to do it again. But we've done this before. You're addicted to it. You are. But, maybe this broke it. I don't know. It's a game of form and the play of life. I'm me talking to you. So is everyone else in this reality. This is not real at all. There's only a small percentage of this that's actually real. The rest is an illusion. See through the illusion completely. In the next video, I will go deeper into traps, religion, mental things, etc. Because realistically, I can make a damn 10 series video on this, because it goes a lot deeper than you know, a lot deeper than you well, maybe you know and realize it. I'm assuming you do. But it goes deep. It is insanity. It is hell. So, but it's wonderful. It's a walking, talking, fucking is what we're doing. And I'm sorry I'm cussing so much. I love you guys. Enjoy the show. It's about that time. Lift the curtains, please. Take the mask off. You're about to wake up from this dream.